Hi there. So this little video I put together will hopefully help for you to put together the elliptical. So what I've done is I did a video that just goes through the whole thing so you can kind of get a sense for how it goes back together. There's about 6 or 7 steps, and I'll cover that in the first part of the video. And then at the end of this compilation video, I did little short snippets that just explain some of the individual parts, so like attaching the head unit to the base or etc. So hopefully this video is useful, and it will help you to put the elliptical machine back together. All right, thank you, bye. Okay, so these are all the components, and basically I've disassembled it, and of course I did it in the order that the reverse order, because you'll be putting it back together. But basically you're going to take the head unit here, which is this white piece. It's got the electrics here, and the first thing you're going to do is attach it to the base, and it's actually pretty straightforward. It's got 6 bolts. That's all you need to do, is you need to just sit the unit on here, and then there's 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here, and 1 on either side, and that bolts it in. The only thing you have to be careful of here is it's got 2 cables. So you got the power cable and the electrical cable that you got to just, run that down through and put it into the power box here. I screwed the power box back on. It's just 2 screws. Unscrew it, plug it back in, and then put the power box back on. And then you've got the electrical cable here, which goes down to the power on the floor. That's here. And you'll screw this in once that's step 3. So head unit onto the base, and then make sure you zip tie. I have to take the zip ties off to disassemble it. So zip tie the power cables back to the frame so that they're out of the way when the machine is operational. Once you've done that, then it's pretty straightforward. And you basically have the 2. Once you get the head on the base, you got the 2 side panels. Just pop those back on. They basically screw into each other on either side. There's a little video for that. Once you've done that, you will put the arms on. So there's one arm, and there's a second arm just here. So you put 2 arms on. So now you got the arms. After the arms, you're going to attach the step, and the step attaches to the arm, and there's a video for that. Once you've got the step attached, then you're going to attach basically the last 2 units, which is it forms the outside frame. And that's it. It's pretty straightforward. You will need some tools, some Allen keys, a ratchet set. You'll need a long, unfortunately, these big side panels, the 2, you can kind of see them, these 2 screws that go at the bottom, there's a long way in. Basically it attaches here, but it goes in a way. So I used a long flathead for that, and it was pretty straightforward. That was the only one. Then there's some just regular screws. But apart from that, I used my ratchet set, Allen keys. Once you've got that and 2 people, yeah, you can put this together in probably 30 minutes. Okay, good luck, enjoy. Okay, when you've got the head unit reattached with the bolts and the screw, you're going to notice there's 2 cables that need to be plugged into the power box. Power box will come with the cover on it. Just unscrew that, and so you can see the power box. Then run these cables inside. This one's pretty straightforward. Just plugs in here in the top left, and the internet cable plugs up here in the top right. So that connects the head out to the power box, and then the external power cable to the floor goes here, runs along the base all the way down to the bottom. All right, all yours. Okay, so this bit is a little bit tricky. Not too bad, but it's putting on this side panel. So once you've got the top section here attached to the bottom section with these bolts, which we covered earlier, you got to put this back on. And so the only reason it's a bit tricky is, you pop it on and then you put it down here, but you'll notice that there's basically some screws that you have to get in there. So there's a screw down here, And there's a screw down here where these two things join up. So you're just going to have to work it so you can basically screw these two pieces together. The screws are there. It's pretty straightforward, but just a little bit tricky. You're going to need a long screwdriver. All right, so the arm is pretty straightforward. It's got these 4 bolts. Screw them in, put the arm in, and then when you're done, put this piece back on. Put it on there, like that. And then down below, you'll see this piece, which is just unscrew it. That's where the next piece you're going to do is the leg with the step. It goes in here, but you got to take this off first, bolt it in, and then put this piece back on. All right? Okay, so next stage is the step. So the step is, it's probably 2 pieces, but I'm only going to just take it apart here at this little space here, and then up here with this bolt. Okay. All right, this one's pretty straightforward. There's this piece of plastic that you put on at the end, soft plastic, but basically there's a bolt here. There's a bolt there. You put this back piece on both sides, and it attaches to this one here. And you're getting close to finishing. Just 2 other little areas here. So these 2 bars are bolted together. So you just need to take this apart. It's all part of that same system that you're about to put together. Okay, so this stage is a couple of bolts on both sides. And you got this little unit here at the front that's screwed in, and then that takes this apart. Okay, this is probably the last step you'll do in putting it back together. Is you got these little units here on both sides that just need to be screwed in. So 2 screws on either side, and you're done.